Good evening, Board President, Board members, Superintendent, and to all attending this special school board recognition. This month of January has been proclaimed 2015 School Board Recognition Month. This year's theme is A Work of Heart. We have marked today, January 19th, the day to honor all of our board members for their continued commitment, support, and dedication to our district and to all our students. At this time, we will begin the presentation with the reading of the proclamation by the Honorable 229th Judicial District Judge Annalisa Garza.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much for your attendance here, and certainly I'm honored to be here with a board that certainly has hit the ground running. I think has been one of the terms that has been used to describe our present board. And so with that being said, before we start with the proclamation, why don't we give them a round of applause? For one, public service is not always easy, and I know because I've been in public service for a while. And certainly you always have your supporters, which is a great thing, but you also have, people that are non-supporters, which is okay because we can always agree to disagree as long as we do so in a cordial, respectful way. And I hope that all the individuals that are here today, whether you were there from day one or maybe not from day one, but you're here now and certainly you're showing your support. And I hope that all the members of the school district and the members of the community come together in support of this board and all future boards that are here, certainly on behalf of our children, sacrificing time away from their families and their homes for public service, which, as we all know, is sometimes, as in this case, a non-paying position. So there's a lot of heartache, headache, middle of the night phone calls that go with that. And agree or disagree, I think we all at least have to respect that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and read the School Board Recognition 2015 Proclamation. And this is what our board has put forth for the community to know is their mission statement and their proclamation to the very many students that are here and not here, and to the members of our community. Whereas the mission of public schools is to meet the diverse educational needs of all children and to empower them to become competent, productive contributors to a democratic society and an ever-changing world. And whereas local school board members are committed to children and believe that all children can be successful learners and that the best education is tailored to the individual needs of the child. And whereas local school board members work closely with parents, educational professionals, and other community members to create the educational vision we want for our students, and whereas local school board members are responsible for ensuring the structure that provides a solid foundation for our school system, and whereas local school board members are strong advocates for public education and are responsible for communicating the needs of the school district to the public and the public's expectations to the district. Now, therefore, I, Annalisa Garza, do hereby declare my appreciation to the members on behalf of myself and all the members in our community, to the members of the Rio Grande City School Board, and proclaim the month of January 2015 as School Board Recognition Month in Rio Grande City, Texas. I urge all citizens to join me in recognizing the dedication and hard work of local school board members and in working with them to mold an education system that meets the needs of both today's and tomorrow's children. In official recognition whereof, I hereby affix my signature this 19th day of January 2015. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And one more thing, and certainly not as an afterthought, hopefully all of us will unite in prayer and thank our good Lord up above for past trials and tribulations that make us the people who we are, and for the blessings that I'm sure the good Lord will bestow upon this board and every single person here and every member of our community. Hopefully, all of us, whether we're Catholic or Baptist or Methodist or whatever religion, we continue every single day to pray for our community, for each other, and for our nation and our world. Thank you all very much.
Excuse me, Judge Garza. Judge Garza, if we could take a picture with you before you
We
leave.
know you might have to leave early.
Oh,
so we wanted
sure.
to have a pic.
Okay.
Thank you.
My daughter-in-law, my new daughter-in-law, who's I love so much, is having a birthday today. And my compadre, so if you know him, you know that if I don't go there, I'm in trouble. But I would want to be there anyway because I love her very much. But that's the only reason I'm not staying throughout, because they're already expecting me there. But thank you all so much for having me here. Oscar and I are honored that we would even be called to be the one, that I would be the one that would sign off on this proclamation. So thank you all so very much. And I'll go ahead and take a picture, and don't leave because I want to leave. I'm leaving because I have to leave. And I hope you understand. Thank you.
Judge Garza, we would like to present this token of appreciation for being with us today. Next, we will have the presentation by all of our schools in honor of our board members. Along with the presentation by students, each board member will receive a certificate issued by the Texas Association of School Boards, which reads, "A work of heart, honoring each board member for dedicated leadership in public education and continuing service to the children of this community." Now, we will start our special presentation. The RGCCISD is joining all public school districts across the state to celebrate School Board Recognition Month to honor local board members for their commitment to children. This evening, we will showcase 7 individuals who are on the front lines of public education. Our first presentation includes 1 student per campus.
January marks the observance of School Board Recognition Month, a time to thank our elected leaders who deeply care about the success of all Texas children. These dedicated men and women play a dynamic role in unselfishly contributing their time and talents toward the advancement of public education.
Tonight, we are here to show appreciation to these individuals for their unfailing commitment to the students in their charge. The long hours and enormous responsibilities of school board service often are not visible to those who may not fully understand the challenges facing public education.
Yet these trustees embrace hard work as they demonstrate compassion and concerns for the success and well-being of every RGCCISD student. Board members shoulder critical responsibilities and often make difficult choices. Their ultimate goal, however, is always focused on the future success of the children in our district.
Even though we are making a special effort in January to show appreciation to our board members, we realize their many contributions reflect a year-round commitment. Please join us in recognizing the service of our local board as they strive for excellence in our school district.
This year's theme is A Work of Heart. Its meaning is simple. Leadership is less about technique or motivation than it is about the leader's own heart. The heart of a leader is developed by his or her involvement with others' lives. And quite frankly, we are happy that you are involved in ours. At the end of this presentation, we will present to you a work of art, or rather, a work of heart, an artistic creation that can be hung above a fireplace, sofa, or elsewhere. We hope that it will create a focal point with impact and meaning.
When someone says art, they often use it as a shorthand for paintings. Every work of art starts with a blank canvas. An idea takes place, then a sketch is created. Next, different colors are added to the canvas. Speaking of colors, did you know that colors represent certain behavior in individuals? The colors we used in our work of art for you are colors we felt best reflected your character personality traits.
Mr. Eduardo R. Ramirez, your color is green. You possess the following traits: adventurous, faithful, sincere, decisive, and responsible.
Mr. Noé R. Gonzalez, your color is purple. You possess the following traits: dignified, intuitive, imaginative, proud, and serious.
Miss Judith Amanda Solis, your color is yellow. You possess the following traits: order, confidence, intelligence, joyfulness, and clarity.
Amen.
Mr. Daniel J. Garcia, your color is red. You possess the following traits: alert, compassionate, determined, energetic, and triumphant.
Mr. Ruben Klein, your color is brown. You possess the following traits: stability, home, outdoors, reliable, and protective.
Dr. Norberto Cantu Jr., your color is blue. You possess the following traits: peaceful, caring, honest, loyal, and logical.
Mr. Alberto Bobby Gutierrez, your color is orange. You possess the following traits: happy, creative, enthusiastic, wise, and friendly.
Mr. Joel Trigo Jr., your color is white. You possess the following traits: safety, peaceful, precise, good-natured, and thoughtful.
As you know, colored paper hearts were placed into a box. The hands represent every student in this district. We also placed one heart-shaped paper into the box as well. The heart represents the love and pride we see you all have for this district. And now, distinguished board members, with a stroke of our magical paintbrushes, we will reveal a work of art made with all of our hearts.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Facing the crowd? Huh? Or we're going to give take a picture.
Yeah. Y'all want to wait there so that we can take a pic? Everybody looking over there at Miss Cindy? You see her over there?
Thank you for a wonderful presentation. At this time, we will continue with the presentation through our Career and Technology Department and the Texas ACE program, directed by Mrs. Adelina Villarreal. Students, please come forward.
Hello, everybody. Each January, we pause to express our appreciation for a very special group of volunteers, our school board members. Usually, we don't think of school board members as school volunteers, but they do in fact volunteer to serve. School board members give their time, their energy, and counsel to the school district, all, like the Honorable Judge Garza said, without pay. They take on the job of governing the district, making the best decisions they can for our children. and with the full understanding that they will receive only the satisfaction of their contribution. I will now introduce Mr. Edgar Aguinaga, culinary arts teacher, that will represent all career and technology teachers for the district and Texas ACE teachers. They have created some very special treats for all of you on behalf of the federal programs under our department. Edgar?
The volunteer efforts of the school board members have the potential for tremendous benefit to the community as a whole and to the lives of the students individually. By serving the district this important governance role, school board members lay the foundation for the future. These people roll up their sleeves and get involved to improve things. It is a selfless accepting of responsibilities for the educational process that helps our children grow into successful, joyful adults. Board service is truly a work of art. As a token of appreciation, my students and myself have baked delicious cheesecake pies, so I hope nobody's lactose. Now, Ms. Gloria Gonzalez, culinary arts students have been working all day and night creating a special cake for each and every one of you. And last but not least, the ceramic fine arts students in Ms. Cristina Peña's ceramic class have created these lovely key holders for your office. We ask that you join us all in celebrating School Board Recognition Month in January and take a moment to express your appreciation for the volunteer efforts of school board members. Our district benefits greatly from their service.
Cindy, should we go around here and meet them?
Pardon? Sure. Yes. Good.
You look aged. Oh, wow. This feels of justice. That is so nice. Thank you so much. Did you all make these? Wow, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you all so much.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Oh, my goodness. We're going. Hold on. I mean.
Very nice, sir.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you got to. Oh, and they match you. There you go. I want to turn you very good.
Yes, and I know what I mean for dinner tonight.
We can have some cake.
Thank you, students. Thank you again to our school board members for an outstanding job. We will conclude this ceremony by inviting everyone to enjoy the refreshments. Have a great evening, and again, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. First of all, to the students, I want to thank everybody for the presentations, the gifts. Everything was very, very nice. This is my third year coming to one of these events, and every year I get amazed and astonished of how intelligent you all are, how advanced you all are for your age. I have a couple of teachers that were my teachers here, Mr. Ricardo Sainz and I see Mr. Ramirez, and they could tell you even at an older age than you all, I would have never been able to get up here and do such a great presentation. Wow. Good. And to the faculty and community here, we thank you for allowing your children to be present here today as well. We thank you for letting us serve in this on this board, because if it weren't for you all, we would not be here. We obviously, the community elected us to serve on this board, and it does take a lot of time and effort from our part. It takes a lot of time away from our families, our children, but at the end, it's all for the children, and that's what we're here for. And again, thank you for the recognition and the gifts. I don't know if I'll ask Eddie and Judy if I forgot anything.
No, I was just going to say that I thought the two words that you all used perfectly express what we feel about this district. Each one of us sitting up here, love and pride for RGCCISD. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Go. Thank you. Very good.
And I think Danny said it well. I think all of us up here aren't the type to want to receive recognition, or it's kind of awkward and we get shy being up here receiving all these gifts, because it's really about you guys. It's the teachers that do it on a daily basis. Yes, we make time and we try to do what's in the best interest of everybody involved in the school, but this is your territory, this is your background, this is your field, and we're privileged to be a part of it, and we're honored to try to do what we have to do for you guys and for what's in the best interest of the kids. So again, thank you for having us, for electing us, and for believing in us to do our jobs. Thank you.
The break. At this time, we're going to take a quick break, but before we do, I want to recognize the students. You all did outstanding. We are very, very proud of you. A big round of applause once again for all of the students here. We'd like to thank all the faculty and staff members that also helped in preparing the students for this wonderful presentation. And members of the board, on behalf of RGCCISD, I would like to thank each and every one of you for all of the positive contributions you do make. And the theme is a work of heart. Well, your heart is in the right place and is greatly appreciated by all of us here in RGCCISD. So we thank you, and this is only a glimpse of all the talent. That's a group of students there. This is who we're here for. We're here for you, students. We're here. That's our primary responsibility, being here for the students of RGCCISD. We want you to know that our school board does the best they can. They put many hours of work to ensure they make good decisions for you all. And I know we're going to continue moving forward as a district and making all of the great decisions here with this wonderful school board to continue moving forward in our district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We have one more little token for the school board members. Thank you very much. At this time, we will break for the refreshments.
Can we please have all the students take a picture? All the students take a picture with our board members. All of the students who participate.
It is now past 6:30. Let's determine to see if we have a quorum. Mr. Dicky Gonzalez. Present. Dr. Norberto Cantu. Present. Mr. Eddie Eduardo Ramirez.
Present.
Ms. Judy Solis.
Present.
Mr. Ruben Klein.
Present.
And myself, Daniel Garcia, I'm present as well. We do have a quorum. The invocation, Ms. Solis, would you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Have we done the pledge? Oh, okay. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we ask that you guide us not only today, but throughout the rest of the year. We ask that you bless each and every person that is here today, their families, the students of this wonderful district and their parents, and we ask that your hand guide us in every decision we make. In your name, we pray. Amen.
Thank you. The Pledge of Allegiance, Mr. Gonzalez.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have Section 4, approval of minutes for the regular board meeting of December 9th, 2014, and the special board meeting December 15th, 2014. Do I have a motion?
I so move.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Also like to announce to the audience that last Thursday we did have a special board meeting where we have selected Mr. Joel Trigo Jr. as the sole finalist for the position of superintendent. The process now is that we will we have 21 days to negotiate a contract between the district and Mr. Trigo, but we did select him as he's the sole finalist for the position of superintendent. Congratulations, Mr. Trigo.
Thank you, members of the board. I truly appreciate and thank you for the confidence and trust you've placed in me. I assure you that I will do the best of my ability to move our district forward and continue with your vision of excellence. And I fully understand that this is a great responsibility for our district and for the most precious natural resource are our students. And I assure you that my decisions, recommendations that I make in this district will be in the best interest of students.
Amen.
Thank you, everybody.
Another thing I'd like to announce is that normally the board meetings are scheduled for Tuesday, but due to the fact that we have two games or several games tomorrow, we have our Rio Grande City Rattlers playing Roma. Our boys, or both boys and girls varsity basketball teams. The reason we scheduled our meeting today was we'd actually like to encourage our community, our faculty, our teachers, community to actually start attending some of these games. And we also have Gruya, our boys and girls playing as well. I believe, but their games are away. They're playing Progreso, Mr. Zarate. And we also encourage for our community to attend their games as well. I believe the game starts tomorrow at 6, and that was the reason that we moved the meeting up one day. And item 1, consider and take possible action on travel requests from 21st Century Department, Gruya High School, and Rio Grande City High School. Those are self-explanatory. Do I have a motion?
We approve item 1 is presented.
Do I have a second? We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 2, consider and take possible action on license agreement between the U.S. Customs and Border Protection and Rio Grande City CISD.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection has submitted a license agreement requesting permission for its officers, employees, agents, and contractors to enter the district property to maintain and repair roadways to ensure that the CBP is able to safely and effectively patrol the border. So this area is at the Chachalaca Refuge, which is right along the river here at the district property. So What they'll do is they'll just make sure that the roadways are repaired so they'll be able to drive through them easily.
And this is an item that was presented to us at the Facilities Committee. And do I have a motion?
So move.
Do I have a second?
A second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Nomás, Ms. Relas,
Yes.
when they do the repair of the road, there's some water lines there on the alley, in the roadway in the
Okay.
Chicalaca. Just tell them to call the water department so that we can tell them where the lines are.
Sure.
We got
Yes,
3
sir.
lines there.
Okay. I will ask them to get a hold of you at the city. That would be better. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rolas. Item 3, consider and take possible action on request from County of Star to acquire a right-of-way easement on district property, Mike Subdivision Block 21, Lot 1, to be used for the construction of a drainage ditch.
Yes, the county did send us a request to acquire that right-of-way. Mike Subdivision is located north on where Alto Bonito Elementary is located on that farm road, and those lots are really not being able to use for anything because that's where the water is retained when it rains and any type of flooding occurs. So they'd like to use those lots and do a construction of a drainage ditch. And at this time, they'd like to proceed with the construction if it is approved by the board, so they can start as soon as possible.
Well, I was going to go ahead and move that we approve this item as but you had not yet asked for the motion. I
That's
got
fine.
ahead of myself.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item 4, consider and take possible action on sale of a portion of property located on Redwood Street, 0.4 miles north of U.S. Highway 83, to be acquired for the construction of improvement of federal project number 1402 Highway FM 755.
And the district was also contacted by Universal Field Services, Inc., which the company that's looking for that extension of FM 755. They did find that this property was located in the area where they will build that extension of 755, and they're offering to $23,300 for the purchase of the property, which is owned by Stark County, Rio Grande City CISD, the Stark County Hospital District, and the South Texas Community College. So at this time, we'd like to see if we can seek approval for that item.
Do I have a motion on item 4?
I move we approve item 4 as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Solis. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 5, consider and take possible action on donations to RGCCISD.
We received several donations for the month. We have received $45 for the Gruya High School from Pamela L. Dunn for library supplies. Also for Gruya High School, $100 from James R. Sconey for library materials. Ringo Middle School received $100 from Dr. Mario A. Ramirez, and they received $239 from Western Alliance Mobility and Medical Supplies and Equipment, which was the price for a wheelchair. Gruya High School received $200 from the City of La Gruya, and Rio Grande City CISD Chance to Be received $2,000 from the United Way of South Texas. That $2,000 is to be used for the clothing, shoes, graduation gowns, anything that the students need to go ahead and help them out. John and Olive Hinojosa received 150 unwrapped gifts from the Rio Grande City High School Migrant Club. They also received $700 from a field trip grant from Target Field Trips. They received unwrapped gifts for all students, also from an anonymous donor. They also received a total of $6,223 for the playground project that they're working on the side of their school. And this came from different donors, and the donors have to have some type of connection with the wind farms. So they wanted to go ahead and give money for a school in the area, so they chose John and Olive Hinojosa. Also, Rio High School received $500 from Roll Giving, which is a company that their employees actually donate money to a school. And it's the donation came in the name of Joan Beltran, which donated the money. And also for the jazz band, the Pediatric Care Center donated $300 to the Rio High School band. So we had a lot of good donations coming in this month.
Do we have a motion on item 5?
I move that we approve this item as presented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Ms. Wallace, Mr.
Yes.
Diego, are we still in the practice of thanking these individuals?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we do send them a thank you note to every single donation that comes through our office. As soon as it's approved by the board, we do send them a thank you note.
Awesome. Maybe like at the end of the year, everyone who's donated, we could take out an ad in the town crier or something, thank them, publicize it.
Good suggestion.
I think that would be a great
Absolutely.
thing. Very generous people in our community.
Sure, great idea.
Thank you. Item 6, consider and take possible action on acceptance of the annual financial audit for the year ending August 31st, 2014.
Okay, the Texas Education Agency requires an annual audit, financial audit to be conducted by an independent auditor. Reina and Garza, which is our the independent auditor for our school, have conducted the audit, and they have presented to a board workshop, which was had on January the 15th, which was last Thursday, where they presented the results of the audit. At this time, we'd like to go ahead and get approval so that we can go ahead and file it with the Texas Education Agency before the end of the month, so we can be in compliance with the requirements of filing that annual audit. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer
I
them.
think this audit we met on Thursday and was presented to the entire board. I don't know if there's any more for room discussion. Do we have a motion on item 6?
I move we approve that item as presented.
Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 7, consider and take possible action on change order number 1 and number 2 for Castro Roofing of Texas LLP for the Ringo Middle School main building and gym.
This change order was presented to the Facilities Committee also. Number 1 is for extra deck repair for $981.75, and number 2 is for labor, material, equipment, and supervision for multitask repairs. They performed a forensic investigation of leaks to locate and remove gravel and add new 2-pile membrane or base flashing and water tested, etc. So that's an extra $13,490.62. So the total is $14,472.37. I know that Mr. Rodriguez was here and he presented to the facilities an explanation of why we had to do the change orders. So if you'd like to have any questions, Mr. Garza is here. He has been helping us with the project.
Good evening, Mr. President, members of the board. I'm here to answer any of your questions on this item.
Do we have a motion on item 7?
Also move.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second by Mr. Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Thank you, Mr. Garza.
Thank you.
Item 8, consider and take possible action on pay application number 3 for Castro Roofing of Texas for the Ringo Middle School main building and gym.
And this is application number 3. This is for work that was done through December 31st, 2014. This is the third third payment that we have. We still have a balance of $22,680.57. It has been certified by the architect for payment, and at this time we need approval, and if you have any questions at the moment.
Any discussion? Do we have a motion on item 8?
Move we approve item 8 as presented.
Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Thank you, Mr. Garza. Item number 9, consider and take possible action on budget amendment number 2015-4.
We do have amendment 2015-4, and if you would like to turn to page 110, we have all the amendments that we have done through date. We started off with the original budget on the left-hand side. The column before the last is where we have today's budget amendment for $162,339. That was added to function 11, which is instruction. And this is a result of an item that was approved in our prior board meeting. It was for the new hire schedule for new teachers. So at this time, our budget amendments equal 102,000. Oh no, I'm sorry. We have two amendments. The final column will have our total revenues and what we've adjusted so far in expenditures. We have 97.7 in revenues, 102 in expenditures. So currently, we have expenses over revenues of $4.3 million. So that'll be with the budget that we're operating currently.
All right. Do we have a motion on item 9?
We approve item 9 as presented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Klein. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Item 10, consider and take possible action on tax refunds for the month of December 2014.
Total refunds from our tax office for the month of December is $8,516.77. We have a listing of every single refund that we give out to our taxpayers on pages 113 through 117. They are adjustments that come through the Stark County Appraisal District. So if you have any questions on any of them, they are listed for your view.
Do we have a motion on item 10? Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 11, consider and take possible action on requisites 5,000 and over in a 12-month aggregate.
Again, on page 118, there is a listing of all the requisitions that have come through our office that need your approval that are over $5,000. If you'd like to review them, we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Any questions? Do we have a motion on item 11?
I so move that we approve.
Second. We have a second by Mr. Gonzalez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 12, consider and take possible action on personnel request for an additional professional position for the Rio Grande City High School band teacher.
Mr. President, members of the board, good evening. On item 12, we respectfully ask for your permission to add this professional position. We're looking at Rio Grande City High School submitting a request. We have a percussion situation at our high schools and our two feeder middle schools where these classes would overlap, so we're looking to increase the instruction for our children. Staff recommends approval.
Do you have any discussion?
No, I know that it went through Personnel Committee, and
Yes, it was.
we
Do we
feel
have
very comfortable with that.
a motion on item 12?
I move that we approve as presented.
We have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Thank you, Mr. Salinas and Ms. Ruelas.
Thank you.
Item 13, consider and take possible action on request for permission to advertise for new personnel positions and job descriptions. Item 13A, Executive Director for District Operations and Facilities. Item 13B, Public Relations Officer. 13C, Head Supervisor for Maintenance and Plant Operations. 13D, Supervisor for Transportation, and 13E, Supervisor for Athletics Facilities Purchasing.
Yes, sir. In item 13, we respectfully ask for request permission to advertise. This was also discussed in Personnel Committee. This is to ensure our district's effectiveness and efficiency continues.
Discussion?
No, I would just add that it did go through Personnel, and we discussed the need, and I would recommend that we go ahead and make a motion to approve the items as presented.
Do you have a motion for item 13?
I so move.
Do you have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Item 14, consider. Oh, thank you, Mr. Lena.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Item
Dr.
14, consider and take possible action on request to accept the NOGA notification from the Texas Education Agency for a technology lending program grant.
Mr. President, members of the board, good evening. The district has received a notification of grant award for the technology lending program, which will involve La Union Elementary and Gruya Elementary. It's exclusively for the purchase of iPads to be able to, it's a total of 185 iPads that will be used for intervention purposes.
Do we have a motion on item 14?
So move.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Solis. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, Dr.
We also ask that if it is approved, that we are able to order, or it be approved to be able to order the 185 iPads now.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay,
Thank you.
Item 15, consider and take possible action on request to purchase the, how do you pronounce that? Ms. Bazan?
Kurzweil.
Kurzweil 3000 software program.
That is correct. Good evening, Board President, Mr. Garcia, Mr. Trigo, Superintendent of Schools, board members, and all individuals that are present. Special Ed Department seeks the approval of Kurzweil 3000. It's an integrated scan read software program that provides multisensory access to reading materials with powerful tools for reading, writing, test taking, and learning. This software turns any curriculum material into an interactive digital format. It also supports struggling students as well as any special population student. The objective is to provide the tools to enhance student learning and provide digital accommodation formats for a daily use to offer students a Star A online format for state assessment. We did discuss it in the curriculum meeting with Mrs. Judy Solis over in November, something like that, when we discussed testing.
Danny and I were discussing each other. We're like, we think this she presented to us. And
that is correct. So we're here trying to seek your approval. We do have the funds to pay for it out of special ed monies.
There you go.
Do we have a motion on item 15?
I so moved.
15 as presented.
Second. We have a second by Ms. Solis. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Thank you, Ms. Bazan.
Thank you.
Item 16, consider and take possible action on request from the Korean Technical Education to use school facilities to host the Regional Skills USA competition on February 7th, 2015.
Good afternoon, Mr. Board President and audience that is present. At this time, I would like to recognize Mr. Chuy Villarreal, School Board member for Skills USA. He's in the audience. Come forward, and Mr. Edgar Aguinaga, and they would like your permission for the following. Mr. Aguinaga.
Hello, board members, President, Mr. Trigo. We have been asked to host the regional competition for Skills USA at Gruya High School. We do have Ms. Patsy Ramirez permission to use a cafeteria, and now we're seeking permission from you all to host Skills USA here in our district.
Do we have a motion on item 16?
Any questions?
Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Solis. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Thank you, Ms. Varela and Mr. Aguinaga. Thank you.
Good evening, board. I just want to say thank you for supporting our students and for allowing us to host the Skills USA contest on the February 7th at Gruya High School.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Item 17, consider and take possible actions to use tape recordings to record proceedings of each closed session instead of using certified agendas. I believe that's also self-explanatory.
Right.
The Open Meetings Act requires that the board either keep a certified agenda or a tape recording of all closed session meetings. So this is up to the board of how you want to proceed. If you take very good certified agenda notes, then proceed that way, or we recommend moving to tape recording.
I would say tape recordings. I know that the last time when Juan was here, he was saying that it's hard since when he's in there as our counsel or whoever's in there, be it you or Alyssa, to take the notes. It may not be as accurate as, let's say, a tape recording. And so I think it's in our best interest to just go ahead and use the tape recorder instead of the notes taken by the local attorney.
Obviously, they'd be the most accurate, right. And we recommend going that route. And if more information, you can see BEC Legal is the policy. Okay.
Do we have a motion?
I move that we approve item 17 to use tape recordings to record closed sessions instead of certified agendas.
Do we have a second?
I will second.
We have a second by Mr. Ramirez. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same side. Motion is carried. Is there anything on reports? All right. And then we go to the closed session.
Report on-
Oh, you do?
on invis-
Well, there's some reports if you'd like to review them or if you'd like for us to go over them.
No,
We reviewed them in the
it's in the book.
book.
Yeah, thank you. It's now 7:23. We're under the authority of Texas Government Code Section 55.01, 0.71. We are now under closed session. Let me call this meeting back to order. We are now reconvened in open session. It is now 7:55. Do we have a motion on item A, B, C, D, E, and F?
I move to approve item A, B, C, D, E, and F as discussed in closed session.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a second by Ms. Solis. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motions are carried. Open. We do have this, the open forum. I believe from now on, the open forum had been moved to the back of the agenda. We'll be putting it back at the beginning of the agenda. But we do have an open forum. No one. Meeting is now adjourned.